morning, lovelies. I hope you're all having a beautiful day and welcome back to this week's video. It's been a hot minute. Let's not ignore the elephant in the room. I have been a little MIA. I've just been like really struggling to balance my time. It's slightly frustrating because I have so many YouTube video ideas that I'm gonna move my giant teddy anyway. I have so many YouTube video ideas and I want to film all of them as well. Like, I feel very motivated and passionate, like I really do want to film them. I just don't have the time, which is really frustrating. My art course at the moment is super intense. There's so many deadlines and I have my final major project exhibition in like a month, I want to say, like really not that long. So I have so many like things going on for that. So I've been posting a lot more shorts because that keeps me active on here and, like, you know, being productive with my channel, but they take a lot less time to film and edit and they're slightly easier to do. I find like actual videos quite difficult, like the planning, the finding time to film, edit, upload. It's a whole process and I love it, but it does occupy like a lot of physical time and also mental like energy. I don't know why I said physical time. That's slightly oxymoronic. I feel like time isn't very physical. Anyway, really rambling. I'm in a very yapping mood today. I don't know what's wrong. I just had breakfast and I have a little coffee. I had like yogurt with some granola, banana, honey, blueberries, and it was pretty good. And then I've done my makeup as well. I'm not going out today at all. Like, I might go for a walk into the gym, but I'm not seeing anyone. But I wanted to do my makeup because I'm filming. And I've got like this really nice blue sparkly eyeshadow on, which normally I only do for like special occasions. But I'm wearing these blue like silk wide leg pajamas. Oh no, I'm like, why did I say pajamas? They're not pajamas, they're like actual trousers. But they're really cool and I thought the blue and the blue would go. I really surprised myself today. I'm wearing this gold or kind of like brassy necklace. I never wear gold, I'm only silver, like ever. I bought this in a charity shop maybe like a year or a year and a half ago. And I've only worn it like 2 times because it's brass, but it reminds me of a very particular like moment in my life. And it reminds me of a very particular poem, so I wanted to wear it. Last night I made myself an itinerary of the day. I've gone a little bit off schedule, but that's okay because one of the plans actually fell through. I'm gonna put a screenshot up here of what my day is looking like. The next thing on the list is to do some journaling. I've been writing in my diary very regularly, like loads. This is the diary I'm using at the moment. I got it in Waterstones, but it's part of the V&A collection and I think it's so beautiful. It's a wallpaper design by George Gilbert Scott, who I've never actually heard of before, but I think it's so beautiful. This is very much my diary, like literally just dear diary, and then I dump everything. And I've been writing in this very regularly. And then I have my little notebook, which is like poems that I write, little random thoughts, things like that. But as far as like meditative journaling sessions go, I haven't had one for like months. I'm gonna actually look. This is the last journal I was using. The last journal entry I did was the 19th of January. I've just had a look. The 19th of January. This is like the longest period of time I've been. That's actually a really good point. Is it been or been? Because now I'm saying them over and over in my head and both sound really weird. This is the longest time period I've been without journaling on like a regular basis. Truthfully, part of the reason is because I haven't had the money to buy a journal. But yesterday I bought this one, $3.99 from WH Smith's. Apparently WH Smith's is closing down and like being completely rebranded, which is crazy because it's such like a classic British shop and it feels so ingrained in my childhood. Like WH Smith's with Smiths, like it's very iconic, I think. So I'm kind of sad that that's happening, but anyway, I love the retro kind of school vibe this gives because it's just such a classic little exercise book. But I'm thinking of decorating it with stickers, writing something nice, and making it like more personalized, and having this as my journal for the summer of 2025. And I'm gonna go and do a entry now and I'll get back to you. I did some reading this morning. It was one of the first things I did. I'm reading The Blood of Others by Simone de Beauvoir. Absolutely lovely book. It took me a while to get into it because there's not really a clear narrative. It's very much like string of consciousness sort of writing style. But once you kind of get used to de Beauvoir's writing style, you can then begin to kind of follow the storyline, which at first was a bit of a challenge, but now I'm really enjoying it and it's really making me think a lot about like existentialism and how that transfers into relationships and politics and things like that, and mental illness. It's really interesting. I think it's one of her less loved ones. I feel like her book, oh my gosh, I can't remember what it's called. When I edit this, I'm going to put the title on the screen, but the other book that's really famous, when people talk about Simone de Beauvoir, they normally talk about that book. And The Blood of Others, I feel like, is less known, but I love it and I recommend it. I'm going to get going on my new journal. It's completely blank. It's kind of got a new book smell. Oh yeah. I'm going to do some affirmations. I'm going to do some gratitude. I'm going to do some mantras. I'm going to do some breath work. I'm going to do some meditation, which kind of lends itself to all of the above. And I will get back to you in probably like an hour. I just finished my journaling session. I feel pretty good. It wasn't like the most relieving one, but I find like with writing a diary, it kind of gives me instant results. Like if I write a diary entry, I feel instantly a lot more cleansed. But with journal work, I feel like it's something which just takes a lot of practice, and it's something that you have to do over and over again before you start feeling the kind of benefits from it, or at least that's how I find it. Like as I was saying all the affirmations to myself, I wasn't properly believing them just now, but I know that in like a couple of weeks I will. Like suddenly I'll have a session and I'll have like a breakthrough, and suddenly I will feel like really just believing in what I'm telling myself, and that feeling is incredible. It just takes time. The last couple of weeks have been quite challenging for me, and I'm naturally a very positive person. I think I've said this before, and I'm also very stable, which I didn't realise was quite as rare as it is. Like, I think in the last 6 to 12 months I've realised how rare it is to be as mentally stable as I am. But I'm a very stable person, and I'm really lucky that I am, because it just comes very naturally to me. It's like in my nature, and I'm really grateful for that, because a lot of people really struggle. However, in the last couple of weeks especially, like, I feel like I've had a bit of a crash out. I feel like healing, it comes in waves, and for the last fortnight it's definitely taken a huge dip, and waking up today felt like quite a challenge. Like, I know we're getting really deep suddenly, so I'm gonna, oh my gosh, I cannot speak. I know we're getting really deep suddenly, and I don't want to say too much because I am a private person, but like, I don't know, like, I woke up today and I had a list of things I needed to do, and I was scared to start doing them. You know, the whole day in my brain is stretched out before me, like this blank plane of 12 hours, and I have to live those 12 hours on my own in quiet, and I have to get shit done even though I don't really feel like I have the mental energy for it, but I have to. And that idea, that concept really scared me. Right now I feel better than I did yesterday, and yesterday I felt better than I did the day before. I feel like I'm slowly like regaining some mental strength, but it is taking a lot out of me, if that makes sense. If anyone else watching this is struggling a bit like that, just give yourself time, because I feel like life can be absolutely terrifying sometimes, and if you feel quite weak against that really scary force of life, if you feel like you just can't take it, then just lie down for a bit. I meant metaphorically then, but I mean literally as well. Lie down. But just lie down for a bit and just like wallow if you need to, but then pick yourself up and get on with it. And when you start doing things again, like for me, journaling, I'm about to write an essay, go on a walk, start doing things which I normally would do, when you begin to enter that phase of healing, at first it's going to feel really weird. It's not going to feel natural. It's going to feel very challenging. It's going to take up a lot of energy to do very simple things, but it gets easier every day. Yeah, I don't really know where that came from. I've said this before on my channel, I really want to be very like open on my YouTube channel. I feel like out of all social media platforms, YouTube is one which is quite gentle and quite friendly. I mean, not always, but I feel like these small kind of micro influencer accounts, which I'm aspiring to be, fingers crossed, I feel like it's very much a friendship rather than an influencer, which I think is a really nice atmosphere, and I'm trying to recreate that here. So that's why I thought I would just be like completely open here. But yeah, thank you for listening to me yap. I'm gonna go make myself a cup of tea, and I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna write my essay for college, and then after that I'm probably gonna go on a walk, get some fresh air, probably like an hour. I feel the need to listen to some music. I haven't listened to my music for ages, like a week probably. Once I get back from my walk, I will probably do some more college work. I need to buy a sketchbook, so maybe I'll look in town for a sketchbook. And yeah, that's the afternoon plans. I hope you're enjoying this video so far. Hello all. I'm not sure how long I've been working for, maybe like an hour, I want to say. I've made some progress. I'm really struggling to get into this essay, which is a bit strange because normally I thrive when I write essays, and the last one I wrote for my previous art project I did a really good job on. It was really strong and very eloquent. Like, I'm not embarrassed to admit the fact that I was actually quite proud of it, but this one I feel a little bit like, ooh, like I think it's good, but I don't think it's exceptional. But yeah, I'm gonna make myself some lunch now. I'm gonna clean up the kitchen a little bit as well, and then I think I'm gonna go on a walk. I want some fresh air. When I come back from my walk, I will do more of my essay. I've changed, yeah, that's the plan. I'm just about to go on my walk. I got changed. The leggings are from Hollister. My shoes, oh my gosh, they are so grubby. That is insane. They're from New Balance. They're kind of quite broken now. There's a lot of holes in them. I'm looking at getting some Solomons for my birthday, which is in like a couple of months, because I need to buy a new pair of trainers, and I wanted a pair of Solomons for like, I've probably wanted a pair for like a couple years now, but I just haven't had like the circumstance to buy one. Buy two is what I meant to say. You don't just buy one shoe. If anyone has any recommendations for which ones to get, let me know. I want ones that I can walk in, that I can go to the gym in. I want ones that I can, that's about it. Maybe cycle. Like, I just kind of want an all-round good pair of kind of athletic shoe. I put my hair up in a little bun. I actually made this scrunchie. Scrunchies are really easy to make. They're really fun, and it's way cheaper to make like 4 than buy one. So I really recommend. I made like all my friends' ones for, was that? I feel like that was a grammatically incorrect sentence. I made all of my friends' ones. Anyway, you get what I'm trying to say, for Christmas, and it was really, really cute. Hello lovelies, it's about 6 p.m. now, and I got back from my walk maybe 2-3 hours ago. It was a really lovely walk, made me feel so great as always. I then did some more essay writing. I started editing this video, which is really good, and now I think I'll probably do a little bit more of my essay and then start to clock off for the day. Maybe do a diary entry and then just like relax. So yeah, I thought I would say goodbye here. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it, and thank you for joining me on this little day. I'm not entirely sure what to title this video yet. I'm sure I'll think of something, but I just wanted to film. Like, I just had like the urge to film a YouTube video. So yeah, and I will see you in the next one.